Okay then, let's get this one done. This is the old Barcrest machine Thunderbird on a £15 jackpot, going back quite a few years now to the early 2000s. Now, Cheerful Pessimist has covered this machine on his channel. However, he was only able to describe the method because the ROMs that he was running in the layout were chipped versions of the ROMs, and both of the Emptiers had been taken out of that version of the ROMs. So I will now take you through both versions of the Emptiers because there were two Emptiers for this, if you can believe that, and it took Barcrest 2 attempts to chip them both out. Now, these ROMs are not top secret or anything like that. If you want them, just leave a comment on the video or go over to Fruitemu or the MPU Mecha. No problem, these aren't secret ROMs. You're welcome to try this for yourself. But I just thought it would be interesting for you to see this actually working rather than just being described. So I've got two instances of this machine running here. They're both running the same version of the ROMs. The reason I've got two of them is that when you do one version of the Emptier, the other one becomes harder to do. So I'm going to do them one at a time. So I'm going to start on the left-hand side here. And this one is the most amazingly simple Emptier you will ever see. If you remember from the pay rise video that I did the other day, where I was saying, oh, Emptiers, they're not that simple. You know, you're still going to know what you're doing. And then it's not just like you walk up to the machine and bash a few buttons and all the money comes out. Well, this is very, very close to being that. And you will not believe it. I have heard, as we all have, I'm sure, descriptions of this machine over the years, but I've never had chance to actually try it. And when you see how simple this is, right, there we are. I've just got a jackpot. Honestly, that is a jackpot. So, right, what I do, I've got two nudges. What you have to do, however many nudges you have, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, you just shuffle down until you have one nudge like that. And now I'm going to do da-da. And that's it. That's the jackpot. Now, what did I do there? When you have one nudge after a shuffle, you go hold 1, hold 2 as quickly as you possibly can, but you roll over. You don't let off hold 1 as you roll on to hold 2. You then let go of hold 1, leave hold 2 pushed down, and then let go of hold 2. And the machine locks up like this, and about a minute later, it then offers you an auto nudge for the jackpot. And if you can believe it, that is it. That's the whole thing. This machine actually left the Barcrest factory running these ROMs. This got out to pubs and arcades, and one way or another, people knew about it. Now, from Barcrest's side, was it dreadful incompetence or shady corruption? Who knows? I mean, this is so bad. How does this stuff get past QA? How does this stuff get out into the wild? How do Barcrest put a machine like this, running this code, out into pubs and arcades? Because this is it. This is all you need to know to empty it. There we are. That's it. You have to wait a bit, admittedly, and now just press collect. I just press collect. Doesn't matter how many nudges away it is. And you can see that on reel 2, the jackpot is literally as far away as it can be. It will bring it round and it will give me the jackpot. And that's it. And you can do this as many times as you like. And of course, the machine will never block nudges. It's never going to block nudges because it doesn't understand that when it's giving you nudges, it doesn't have to offer you a win, doesn't have to offer you a feature or anything like that. It certainly doesn't have to be a jackpot opportunity when it gives you more than one nudge. And yet, anytime you get more than one nudge on this machine, you have basically got a jackpot. That's it. Let's see if we can do it again. Respin. Okay, we'll hold. Oh, can you not hold them all on this? Maybe not. There we are. I don't believe these are free wins, so it will potentially tighten up a little bit, but let's have a look. I do need to learn to tap quieter on my mechanical keyboard. I'll try and keep the noise down there. Okay. Super hold. No, hang on a minute. I don't actually want to win, do I? Because a win wouldn't actually be nudges. So we'll hold the 1. Maybe that might work. Remember, I'm only after 2 nudges here. Any more than 1 nudge, and you effectively have a jackpot. Let's see. Shouldn't take too long. I guess they could get in a fairly bad mood if you were effectively, taking jackpots all the time. Oh, there we are. Selector will do. Oh, right, okay, that's it. That should be a jackpot. So, I've got 2 nudges. I shuffle down to 1, and I go 1, 2. Let go, and that's it. That's another jackpot. Honestly, that's all it took. And it does bear repeating here that this is not some kind of pre-production ROM that we're playing around with for fun here. This is the ROM that Barcrest released this machine with. They sent this out into pubs and arcades, and people were playing it with this software. I mean, if you bought this thing, if you were an operator and you cited this in your pub, and it proceeded to lose you hundreds of pounds. I mean, did you get your money back off Barcrest? Could you get some kind of refund? Say, look, I've just bought this machine off you for £2,000 and it's lost me £1,000 in its first week. What's going on? I keep refilling it. People keep coming up and it keeps getting emptied. I mean, yes, of course. I mean, that wouldn't realistically happen, but you do have to ask the question. At what point does a manufacturer's responsibility to an operator become the point at which they have to say, oh, sorry, we screwed up there. That really shouldn't happen. We do actually owe you a few £100. I mean, look at this. I mean, the only thing that would stop you doing this is if you were, there we are, that's it. God knows what's going on in the code there. I mean, somebody who's better at coding them than me can maybe explain what's going on in the undergrounds of the code there, but that's it, and you can just keep doing this all day. It's spectacularly bad. It really is. There we are. It's another jackpot. Jackpot repeat. Sometimes they even repeat, apparently, as well. If you can believe that. So we'll see if this one repeats. That's 30 quid in the bank, and I've certainly put a lot less than 30 quid in. No repeat. Okay, so we'll leave that one. So, Barcrest, in their infinite wisdom, managed to chip that one out. So that went. This whole, all you need to get a jackpot is 2 nudges. That went. They managed to fix that, God bless them. But they left this one in. Now, this is slightly more, and I do mean slightly more difficult, because what you now have to do on the next ROM revision, you had to be able to nudge in a win. So it's no longer enough to get 2 nudges. So on the original chip, that would have been enough. I'd have just shuffled and done the 1-2 thing, and I would have had a jackpot. That doesn't work now. What I have to do is get a win in range. So slightly more difficult. So we'll keep holding numbers, trying to get on the board as usual. Just the same as we were playing it before, really, except we are now trying to get a win in range with these nudges. Or rather, we have to get a win in range with these nudges. Let's see what that gives us. Trail stopper. That's probably not going to give me any, is it? No. Okay, what have we got there? That's it. Now that counts. So I've got now 3 nudges and I've got a mystery win available to me. And from there, it's basically the same thing. You just shuffle. You shuffle again down to 1 nudge. And instead of 1-2 on the hold buttons, I'm now going to go 1-2 onto shuffle. So it's 1-2, and like that. mean, can you believe that this was after the rechip? This was what went out after they chipped the one on the left here. This fella on the left here, they were like, whoa, 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 we fucked up there, didn't we? Don't worry, guys, we'll fix that for you. And they pushed out this, where it was basically the same thing, except you had to be able to get a win in view. So we'll do that one more time, because it's not exactly grueling, is it? This is not a taxing method. I mean, it does, however, mean that you have to have a win in view. How far away are mixed sevens? Oh, maybe. I only need to win 2 gambles here. So 1 more gamble. That'll do. Okay, so now we go shuffle. Shuffle. And then I'm going to go 1 shuffle. And let go of shuffle. And it's another jackpot. It's quite unbelievable. So both of these both of these ROM revisions for the same machine that you're looking at here, these were out in the wild. This is not some kind of playing around on me PC here for stuff that, oh, you'd never believe this. This would never happen in the real world. This did happen in the real world. Barcrest had both of these ROM revisions out on site, and it was easy as that. On this one, on the left-hand side, you need 2 nudges. That's it. All you need to do to empty this is 2 nudges, shuffle, 1, 2. On this, yeah, it's marginally harder. You have to have a win available from nudges, shuffle, shuffle, down to 1 nudge, and then it's 1 shuffle. Exactly the same thing, effectively. And that was out there. That was available for players in the wild, and as you can imagine, they went nuts for this. Now, I never saw a real one here, or certainly not a doable one. I had 1 Thunderbird that I saw through the window of a pub, and it was after the talk about it has subsided. I knew it was chipped, so I didn't go in to play it. But yeah, there you go. That is Thunderbird. And that's just to fill in the story from the Cheerful Pessimist feature of this video, because he did talk about this, but he wasn't able to demonstrate it because he was running an earlier version of the ROMs. But as I say, if you want these ROMs, just leave a comment in the video or go to the MPU Mecca, Fruit Emu, Desert Island Fruits. I'm on all those forums. I'll be happy to send you a copy of these ROMs and the layout running these ROMs and have a go for yourself. But honestly, guys, it really is that simple. That's all there is to it. Shocking stuff. Hope you enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.